Hello everybody, this is the Rabbit Hedgehog, and here I am at Iron Nation Harley-Davidson again. And today, I am taking out the brand new 2017 Road King. If you shall recall, I rode the 2016 earlier this year, and I had said that it kind of lost out to the old Indian Springfield there. So today we're trying out the brand new Milwaukee 8 engine from Harley-Davidson. It's a big twin. It is a 107 instead of the 103. And, you know, it is an absolute different engine completely. And it is a nice looking engine to me, indeed. I kind of like the way it looks. I'll take some pictures of it, but it's very reminiscent of the old Knucklehead plus the kind of the Evo plus the twin cam all kind of rolled into one. What makes this engine special versus any other Harley-Davidson is this is their first Harley-Davidson engine that is actually a 4-valve engine. Usually they go with 2 valves per cylinder. This time it's 4 valves, hence the Milwaukee 8 nomenclature. Now riding it, a little bit away from the dealer, I'll go ahead and go over the controls here. It is standard Harley-Davidson affair from the last few years. You have here the digital tachometer and gear indicator. This is a 6-speed. You have the big clock face speedometer on your tank. You can scroll through to your odometer, your trip odometers, and also your remaining fuel reserve and clock. Over here, horn, bright selection, and turn signal for your left. This is your cruise control selection over here as well on the left, along with your scrolling button. On the right, of course, you have your right hand blinker there. You also have your start stop and your start and hazard switching. So, I mean, typical Harley-Davidson affair. Really need to see out of this mirror. I know they got that sticker on there, but I can see a little bit if I put it up. Now, like the last Road King I rode, it does have a very nice windshield. It does do very good for the wind. It does have an auxiliary switch down here on the left side of this on the fork. But I have to say something. After riding this a little bit away from the dealer, this thing feels a lot better than the old twin cam 103. It is not as vibe heavy at all. This is a counterbalanced engine, rubber mounted engine, unlike the twin cam. So this one actually does benefit from less vibration. And look at this mirror. There's a little road vibration, but it's crystal clear. And both of them are. There's no vibration that is bothering me through anything, unlike the 16 even. There is a little bit of vibration in the lower end on the floorboards, but nothing to be mad about. It's just about as much as the Indian Springfield. It's actually just as good. So they put together a really good engine here when it comes to the balancing and the way it feels. Engine braking on the Milwaukee 8 is pretty good. Feels really good, really. Go ahead and drop another gear here. Yeah, this thing feels super good for what it's worth. Handling feels really good. This is a new shock package as well for the 2017s. It's not just an engine. Rev limiter is in first gear at 45 miles an hour is what I just hit. It's actually kind of a non-intrusive one. It just kind of held it there instead of going wah, bah, 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 and kind of lugging it. It actually just kind of held it. Just kind of nice. This thing actually does have really good power. Really nice delivery. In fact, crap. Looking at the speed I'm all of a sudden going, I'm actually shocked. This thing has good power. Super good power. Wow. The difference. just the difference on this engine and how much smoother this bike is. The new suspension is back to hydraulic. It's that same emulsion shock, kind of similar to what I had on my Sportster LT, but it's of course a beefier setup for this. But the way it feels, it just glides over the road. I was in third and fourth gear there, going near 90 miles an hour, actually just in third gear there. I shifted twice. This thing has got great output. I mean, I am shocked at the change in this bike. The attitude of it is just much different than even the 2016 bike. I'm very shocked at how this thing feels. I'm excited about how it feels. We've been clamoring for power. We've been screaming for power from Harley-Davidson. And they answered. They actually did a good job. And the way this thing feels, I mean, I love the way it's put together, just like I love the way the Springfield's put together. But I have to say that this bike, the 17, not the 16, but the 17 definitely has my vote over the Springfield now. And it's not miles ahead of it, but at least it passes it now. And yes, there is a little bit less displacement in the Harley engine, but it doesn't feel like there is. It feels actually really good. I was surprised at what we were doing there a moment ago, and the way the bike just ate up the road there without any issue. Man, this thing is phenomenal. I love the way it feels. I mean, I'm just surprised that there's like no vibration. There's nothing to complain about. It just feels good. So, comparing this to the 2016 Harley-Davidson Road King, yes, this one's miles ahead of it. The suspension is much better. The way the bike feels is much better. The turning is much better. It feels, I mean, the way they've tightened up the suspension, it makes it altogether a better bike, and it is a night and day difference between it and the 103, which you don't even get that between it and the 110. You know, that thing was not that much different than a 103. This one is much different. This one feels much better. The stock exhaust is a little quiet, but I have to say everything with it, the braking package is great, the clutch package is great, the transmission is great on it, and the engine is fantastic. This gives a good running to the Revolution engine in terms of my favorite motorcycle engine. Like I said, I love that Revolution X. It was super good little engine, and the Revolution on my Night Rod as well. It's just a nice little engine that can handle a lot of power, you know, and this one just feels a lot different, a lot better, and definitely is more impressive than what it used to be. At any rate, this is the Rabid Hedgehog. We'll catch you on the flip side and on the next review.